Hey, what's up everybody, Nexel here. Today we are playing Kingdom Hearts Union Cross, and as my last video for the day, I want to talk about these new skill enhancement boards. So, we're gonna really just talk about if they're worth buying, and as of right now, my answer is yes, but also sort of no. So what do I mean by that? I know that's kind of confusing. So, I think that this particular board, this one right here, because there's two different boards, Skill Enhancement Board A and Skill Enhancement Board B. I think that Skill Enhancement Board A is actually a really solid board because you're going to get 5 pretty much max skills. So Attack Boost 8 max, which is currently only 1 less than the Attack Boost 9 max, which is the highest one available right now. Attack Boost 6 max with Lux++. Lux++ is just really good, especially if you're Lux farming, if you're trying to get your party higher to those Lux rankings where you can get like the special stuff. So it's just really good to have that Lux++ because I believe it multiplies the amount of Lux you get by 4, as opposed to Lux+, which is only 2.5, and then without any sort of skills, which is just times 1. So to be able to multiply that times 4 is going to increase the amount of Lux you get in comparison to someone who might have better medals but is only using just regular Lux+. You can still beat them by having Lux++ on it, gaining more Lux, getting higher in the rankings, and that's going to give you more access to things like titles or rewards or gems from the Deluxe Lux Week. So having Lux++ can be very valuable, and that's why I think that's another good skill on this board. Defense Boost 5 max, which is currently the best Defense Boost max out so far. I don't foresee them releasing Defense Boost 6 max until either next month or the month after that, and it's very likely they're going to drop it as a Coliseum reward before making it available in avatar boards. So the fact that it's on here is really good. Even I could actually use like another 2 Defense Boost 5 maxes. It also comes with Second Chance 4. I can't like raise my pinky up, that's why I used my other hand. So Second Chance 4, it's got like a high proc rate of like I think like 83%, so with any sort of skill perk plus on it, that's pretty much going to make it 100%, and I'm going to count it as pretty much an 100% skill for this reason. And then Defense Boost 8 max gauge 2. For a lot of people, a lot of these new medals are cost 6, which is really high. That is really draining, especially if you're not using some sort of combination of Supernova Kyrie or Supernova Xion with extra attack, or Supernova Kyrie or Supernova Xion with like a copycat in order to copy the gauge restoration. But a lot of them have a very high gauge cost and almost no way to mitigate it unless you're using those copycats or the buffers in order to make sure you're getting those gauges back. So having gauge 2 on it reduces the cost from 6 to 2, which can be really good. Again, a disclaimer for this is that you have to have the gauges necessary to activate the medal without the skill, or it's not going to go off. So what do I mean by that? If it costs 6 gauges and then you have Attack Boost 8 max gauge 2, if you try to activate the medal special attack with only 3 gauges, it is not going to go off. But if you go into the medal with 6 gauges already, it costs 6 gauges, and you have this skill on it, it's going to use the 6 gauges, but it's only going to consume 2 of them. So you're going to still be left with 4 gauges after. But you have to meet that requirement before that skill goes off. So that's why I think that particular one is worth it, because it's got a lot of max skills. Pretty much all of them are max skills. Most of them are still useful for today's meta, and I think Skill Enhancement Board A gets a yes for me. Skill Enhancement Board B gets an automatic no, because even though it has those gauge droppers, whatever, so 7 max gauge 0, 6 max gauge 0, whatever, not a big deal to me, because unless you have something with extra attack on it, these max skills are outdated. We're already at 9 max, and to drop to something like 6 max is pretty much missing out on a lot of damage, especially when medals come with inherently 5 max gauge 1 or 6 max. So I think doing Skill Enhancement Board B is kind of dropping yourself in terms of the meta. It's not going to be for your benefit to use 2000 jewels on this in comparison to Skill Enhancement Board A. So that's what I think about the boards. I think Board A is worth pulling, but I'd wait at least 2 days, because usually when they drop something like this, they're trying to follow it up with an avatar board that comes with usually better stuff. Again, it's not guaranteed that it's going to be better, but usually they drop an avatar board with better stuff on it anyways. So for 2,000 jewels, I think Skill Enhancement Board A is going to be worth it, especially if you're new. Odds are you're lacking in a lot of the Attack Boost 8 maxes, Attack Boost 7 maxes, Second Chance 4 is in there, Defense Boost 5 max. Good stuff, Skill Enhancement Board A for new players, for continuing players. Skill Enhancement Board B, don't do it. But also wait a few days to see if they drop an avatar board, which is going to come with some sort of crazy thing like Attack Boost 9 max gauge 2, Defense Boost 5 max, and Attack Boost 9 max. Like, that would be a crazy avatar board to drop right now, and I'm sure people would buy that one. So with that being said, that's the end of this video. If there are any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to drop them down in the comments below, and I'd be happy to answer when I have the time. But as always, everyone, until next time, take it easy.